Hello, everyone. How are you doing? So I'm Tony Simonian from Realistic Academy. Today I have a very special guest with me, Paula McNicholas. How are you doing today, Paula?
Hello, John. How are you?
I'm doing great. And Paula, you're paulamcnicholas.com, and you basically you've got an upcoming webinar, 3 keys to double your profits and double your time off. And I was just so fascinated by that headline webinar, 3 keys to double your profits and double your time off. Wow. How do you do that, Paula?
You'll have to come to the webinar and find out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I realized obviously over the last many years that I've been working away that's, you know, an outcome that can be achieved. And I want to do this for people, for business owners, because there's too many business owners out there that are just missing out on the life because they're just so busy all the time. You know, the thing is, these business owners, they set out in business for the freedom. You know, they think, oh, I'll design the life that I want through my business. I'll be able to have, you know, time off when I want. I'm not answering to anyone. But you see, the reality kicks in as the business grows. They get busier and busier. You know, they start to take on a team, and then that kind of brings its own complexity. And you know, they just end up working all the hours. Yeah. And you know, I want to be able to, you know, get them freed up from the business that they're now trapped in, so they can get back some of that freedom, the freedom to enjoy the personal time, freedom to enjoy time with their family. You know, if they've got a small family growing up as well, you know, there's only so many years with them. You want to be able to spend a lot of time with them, and also just be able to, you know, fulfill the vision they have for their business. There's so many business owners, they're very ambitious and they want to take the business somewhere to grow the business, you know, into that vision they've always had. But, you know, if they're stuck in the day-to-day running of the business and never get the opportunity to actually put those actions in place. So that's why I'm way now to help those businesses. And I've created this webinar to give them insight into that, really.
Yeah. So where does it go wrong for people who start out with that vision? Where does it go wrong? Is it stress, or is it what is it? Is it just lack of the right people in the team, or is it communication, or what is it? What
you know, I mean, especially, well, they can start growing very fast. Like, you know, in this last year, a lot of businesses, you know, a lot of online businesses and maybe retailing online, working online, have had significant growth. And if you grow too fast without having those kind of systems and structures in place and good communication channels with customers, suppliers, or your team, then that's where it starts going wrong, and you start getting into too much chaos. You start getting problems coming at you left, right, and centre, and you feeling as the business owner that you've got to solve them all. And you know, these problems go bigger, you know, like fires, you know, fighting fires. You've heard of that description. People are fighting fires all day long.
Yeah.
So you know, that's how it starts to just get out of control. You know, particularly with a business, you know, if you haven't got good communication set up, it's very hard for you to know what's really going on. You know that the business isn't performing as well as it should be doing, but you're just not sure why. You know, what is happening inside that business. So that can be very stressful and very frustrating for the business, not just the business owner, but often sometimes the people in the business as well are getting frustrated with the things that are going wrong every day. You know, stop blaming each other and things. You know, that's not a very good environment in which to work either.
So tell me, Paula, where did you develop all these insights? You had a background in the corporate world, is that right?
I did, yeah.
What was your background?
I worked for many years I worked for Rolls-Royce and Bentley first as a graduate engineer. So it's the engineering background, I suppose, analytical as well, like, you know. And then Jaguar Land Rover, I was there for 10 years. And then I moved over to Ireland and went to Boston Scientific for a short while. And I suppose it's bringing a lot of that big business thinking into small businesses. What I did in these was, particularly Jaguar Land Rover, I was there a long time. You know, that was all about implementing change. So you're dealing with people and dealing with how hard that is for people, you know, to change. So a lot of the things that I would do with people, you know, seem to be quite simple and common sense. But the hard bit, I suppose, is the people side. you know, in implementing those changes, getting people to do things differently after having done things a certain way for so long. You know, and if there's any issues in communication,
so
with what? Are you interrupting me then?
Sorry, Paula. So you're sorry. So you're sort of a logical, you're from an engineering background, you've got sort of logical sort of systems way of thinking about things. Is that?
Yeah. I can see things from a very high level, kind of
yeah.
visionary perspective, but also I've got that additional benefit, maybe this sort of makes me a bit unique, I don't know, of seeing the granular detail as well. So you know how a whole kind of system fits together, like a whole business, or you know, whatever it is, I can see the big as well as the little bits that go into making the big. So
yeah, sure. And then you've got the people skills then to go with that, because you've obviously developed those people skills over the years, so then whenever you decide to go out on your own, Paula, that's a big step compared to where you were at with the sort of safety and security of a large corporate.
Yeah, it's something I'd always wanted to do, really,
Yeah. And you obviously need to put this into practice in your own business to double your own profits and double your own time off. Yeah. So how do you do that, Paul, in your own business?
Well, I make sure I've got the systems and processes in place that I need and the good communication. You know, I've got visuals on the wall around me. I won't show you that. I've got this nice kind of background, but I've got like things around the wall so that I know exactly where I'm up to with clients, you know, the clients I've had, all sorts of things. So I've got information to hand when I need it. You know, I've got a good system for, you know, even when I'm scheduling with clients, you know, the reminders, they go out automatically. I don't have to do that myself, you know. It's just it's just, you just implement it. It's just probably just the way I think, you know, and you know, even everywhere I might go, or I might see things at the telly and I'll be like, well, if they did that way, you know, they would save some time. And it's almost like an affliction at this stage that you can see waste everywhere you go, you know. But so obviously practice what I preach, because it's just the way I am. It's the way I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. What sort of clients do you work with, Paula?
Well, small businesses, you know, so you're frozen on me now. Just froze there for a second. I didn't quite catch that was the question in there. I hope that was you and not me.
Yeah, so it's mostly small business owners, maybe 10, 15 people working that type of business,
Yeah.
And any particular industry,
from the solopreneur to kind of, you know, the small businesses. You know, I mean, you can say, we can help any businesses, but you know, I'm focusing most of them tend to be, you know, between the kind of 5 and 25 range in terms of employees. And there's a few solopreneur types as well.
And any particular industry, Paula, that you specialize in, or is it right?
It really is. I work with so many different sectors, you know, I really do, because this can be applied to any type of business. So there wouldn't be a particular one that I seem to be working with the most. I'd say over the last year now, like just, you know, dependent on what's going on in the environment around us. Say, for example, web designers and developers, that kind of thing, they were very busy now last year because of the trade and online voucher that we have here in Ireland. So, you know, I was helping a good few of them now get to grips with this sudden influx of work, you know, to make sure they could cope with it without dropping all the balls. So, you know, scaling up to meet the demand of that increased workload. And also online retailers as well, like I was saying, those ones, like there were retail shops that had a little bit of online, but you know, mostly through the shop. And then of course the shops were closed and the online just went through the roof. So they had to cope with processes such as, you know, all the picking and packing and shipping and, you know, all that kind of thing. So it just like whatever the business is and whatever challenges they have right now, I can apply this knowledge and experience and these systems and frameworks to those business challenges to actually you know, help them get them where they want to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah,
just, you know,
sure.
you end up.
So it could be any business sector. And in terms of the
Yeah.
sorry, Paul. In terms of the do you have, sorry, can you hear me, Paul? Yeah.
Yeah, you keep breaking up a little bit there, John.
Right. Do you have any clients in the holistic sector, Paula?
I do have a couple of clients that would be, I suppose, verging on a bit of both, like physio, acupuncture, kinesiology. So, you know, that kind of
Yeah.
business. So I'm working with someone that does that.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of 3 people that do that kind of work. And then, of course,
Yeah.
the ones that would be making some products as well in that kind of, these people in supplements. I've got businesses such as ones that make homeopathic remedies, you know, little tinctures or, you know, those kind of things where they've these products,
Yeah.
holistic products and some
Yeah.
holistic services.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, it just depends who needs the help. But yeah, I'm working with a few of those kind of things, holistic services or holistic products. So whatever their issues are, I can help them out with it, you know.
Very good, Paula. And tell us, is there difficulty with doing all of this online now? Because obviously you can't meet your clients face to face. So how do you sort of handle that? Most of your work is on Zoom now, yeah.
Online now for the last. Yeah, I've been working away online for the last year now, and like I say, it's been very good. So you know, you can really. I still feel you can really get to know people online when it's just the 2 of you talking about some of the issues. Yeah. And if they want to show me anything, you know, you can zoom around and do videos and things like that. It's not that you can't see that, you know, with technology these days, you can do quite a lot. So yeah, I can help people anywhere in the world now, you know, so which is fantastic, because the more people I can help, the better I feel about that anyway, you know, because that gives me huge satisfaction when, you know, the impact you can have on someone's life, let alone the business. You know, when people say, like this one guy was, you know, I just had a few sessions with him. We started this year, and he's like getting home now 90 minutes earlier every evening than he was when he started, you know, which is a big thing because he's got little children that he wasn't getting to see. So I love that. I just love when people say that to me, and it just gives me that fuzzy feeling.
Yeah. So it makes it so valuable, the work that you do, Paula. Is that time off is. I mean, people obviously some people obviously love their work, but a lot of people that I talk to would love to have more time off with their family, obviously.
Yeah. So and it's that I focus on. I mean, you know, the profits and all that, they come anyway, you know, as a result of the things you do. Don't need to focus on that bit, but you know, we're very focused on getting people the time off that they actually do want. So, you know, you start there and go, well, what exactly do you want for your business? Do you want to just work 20 hours a week? You know, do you want to finish in time for the school run every day? You know, do you want to have a day off a week or something, focusing on growing your business or researching or whatever that might be, and we can make that happen. But you need to get clear in the first instance of what you really want for your business, you know. Try and remember what it was you started the business for in the first place. Go, well, this is what I really wanted. I don't know how I've got to where I have, because, you know, I'm feeling a bit confused about the routes that I might have taken along the way. This is what I really want. And we can start there. And once we can start there, we can then make it happen. We can work a way to make it happen. It's just the way. I know it sounds like, but it's true, because it does work.
It sounds absolutely brilliant, Paula. So tell us a little bit about the webinars coming up on the 17th. It's actually Wednesday, isn't it? And what can people expect on Wednesday? Give us a little bit of an insight as to what they can expect.
Well, I'm talking about
some of the strategies.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 3 keys to double your profits and double your time off. So this is the framework that I use to apply to kind of each of the areas of a business to ensure that they are the best that they can be, you know. So
yeah. So I guess people are just gonna have to turn up if they want to find out what those 3 keys are. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've kind of woven a few things in there to what we were talking about around the 3 keys, because one of them is actually getting really clear about what it is you want from your business. I'll give you the first one, which is around getting clarity.
Yeah.
So that's from the highest level, you know, clarity around your purpose and why you're in business, clarity around your vision, where you want to take the business, and then the steps to get in there. So we need to be clear where we are now, and then work towards getting to where we want to be, right down to the clarity on what we should be doing every day. So, you know, based on what is your ideal working week, you know, what are we trying to achieve on a daily basis? We need to get very structured in that and very intentional with our time, and you know, so that we can make sure that we get done what we need to get done. And it's not only us as business owners, but if you've got a team, they need to know exactly what they need to be doing. And you might think that they do, but you'd be surprised how that communication seems to not be there, in as much as even talking about the guy I was on about, you know, with the 90 minutes that he's now freed up every day. When we kind of sorted out him and his time, we started looking at his team, and then he started telling me about, oh, well, there's this guy now, I don't think he's quite up to the job. I might have to have words with him. You know, he's doing things that should, you know, it should only really be taking an hour to do this. And he seems to be taking all day about it. It's taking too much time. And I laughed. Does he know that it should only take him an hour?
Yeah.
He's like, good question.
Yeah.
You know, the communication, that clarity on what someone has to do and how long it should be taking them, you know, and then looking at, well, did it take them that long, or what were the problems that caused him to not do it for that long? You know, that he went over the hour, for example, because he didn't have the tools to do the job, or the parts, or whatever it might be, whatever that task is. You know, you're trying to expose what some of these problems are so you can do something about it.
Yeah.
You know, so that is part of it. A little sneaky preview there.
Yeah. Well, that sounds fantastic.
So if you do know, at least it gives them half a chance of meeting the target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people will take all day if they think that's all they've got to do. You know, that's why you need to make sure you're specific enough in.
Yeah.
When you're speaking to them.
Brilliant, Paul. It sounds fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm registered for Wednesday, 5 o'clock Wednesday, Irish time. 3 keys to double your profits and double your time off. I am so looking forward to it, Paula. And anybody who wants to register, the links are. We put the link with this video, but also the links are. How can people find you, Paula? On LinkedIn, is it, or
yeah, Facebook? I'm on LinkedIn. You can. PaulaMcNicholas.com is the website anyway. And like I said, you can put the link in to register for the webinar below. But, you know, as I know you so well, John, you're a very good friend. So I'd like, you know, I can offer, I'll put a link in if anyone wants to have a chat to me about what we've been discussing today. You know, maybe if they can't make the webinar.
Yeah.
Then they can book a couple of, I mean, I'll let your community have, you know, like 3 spots in my calendar to book a call if they so wish to discuss what we've been talking about today and how it might apply to their business. So I'll pop that link in as well.
Good. Yeah, that's brilliant, Paula. That's fantastic. Listen, I'm so looking forward to it, and thank you so much for the chat today. It's really nice.
You're welcome, John. Glad to be here.
Take care, Paula. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.